British-born cricket developer John Crabtree sat down for an interview with Star Television to discuss his arrival in Sierra Leone and his observation about the country's cricket scene. Crabtree, who has been involved in grassroots cricket development for many years, was brought in to help revitalize the sport and bring about positive change in the Sierra Leone cricket. During the interview, Crabtree expressed his excitement about the potential for cricket in Sierra Leone. He noted that whilst the country has a strong cricketing tradition, there is room for improvement in terms of coaching and talent development. Crabtree highlighted the passion and enthusiasm of the local players and fans and stressed the importance of providing them with the necessary resources and support to succeed.
My name's John Crabtree. I'm from the UK. I've been involved in cricket for well over 50 years. I started playing as a 14-year-old. I played amateur cricket, then was fortunate enough to play professional. Then I broke my leg, so I had to go back to amateur cricket. Then I got into coaching. Decided to go to Asia, to help in Asia with India, Bangladesh, Nepal, with club and sometimes international as well, depending on contracts, basically. Then I came to Africa. I went to Uganda, and also I went to Rwanda as well, where I helped coach some of the players there as well. So I ran a club called Chandigarh in India. We went to many tournaments. I worked for the Army Police Force in Nepal, that cricket team. This was 5 years ago. I've worked for the Bangladesh cricket team as well, and the Indian team as well. So pretty much everywhere where you could go. The cricket, there's some talent here. There is some talent here, but there is all over Africa. It's directing that talent in the right areas and getting them to the next level. I've always said that Africans are very, very fit. Think about it. Who wins the 10,000 metres in the Olympics? Who wins the marathons? Africans. They're fit. And football and cricket is a game made for them. It's just getting them to the next level. We say it's at their infancy stage at the moment, but I think in the next 10 years to 15 years, they can go to the top level. Zimbabwe have already done it. So it's proved that they've got the talents here, and it's just directing that talent in the right areas, getting them to take to the next stage. And I think Sierra Leone, they've got to learn that it's got to be in small stages. Don't ask for too much too quickly. I think at the moment both teams are in Division 2. I think the next stage is to get them into Division 1. And then go from that. Even if they go down from Division 1, at least they've managed to get to the next level and then work from that. We say in our country, baby steps. Don't expect too much too soon. And the talent is certainly here. From what I've seen, I've only been here 2 days. So what I've seen so far, there's some talent here. They've got to learn the mental approach to play the game. It's hard to put in words where they rely here on the coach to think for them, and they've got to think for themselves. When they're on that pitch, they've got to start thinking for themselves. The coach can only tell them a certain amount of things what to do, but when they're on the pitch, it's them, it's not the coach. And in Asia, the mental approach to the game is far different to here, and I think they'll get it. It's going to take time. A lot's to do with culture as well. It is to do with culture, but if they want to play at the highest level, they've got to change their mental approach to the game, and that's going to take time because they're brought up in a certain way, and it will take time, but I think eventually that will happen. Knowing simple things like knowing when to score runs, when to bat properly, when to bowl in right areas, when to set certain fields for certain players. This is going to take time, and eventually that will happen, but it's going to take 1 or 2 years for that to happen.
One of the key changes that Krap Jonas hoped to implement during his time in Sierra Leone is the establishment of a structured youth development program. He believes that by investing in young players and providing them with the opportunities to excel, the future of cricket in Sierra Leone will be bright. Krap Jonas also emphasized the importance of improving coaching and standards and organizing regular competitions to help players hone their skills and reach their full potentials.
Age group, I'd say they should start at about 7 years of age. The first couple of years, just let them play. Just teach them the basics, nothing too, 7 to 9 to 11, just teach them how to bowl a ball, how to grip a ball, how to hold a cricket bat, and let them play. And then gradually as they get older, introduce the rules to the game, introduce matches so that they can play in tournaments, because eventually that's what they'll be doing. They'll be playing in tournaments. Hopefully they can introduce it into schools here. I don't know what they've got here, but introduce it into schools, send some of the physical education teachers on coaching certificates so that they can coach, and then when they come to like this gentleman, he can take it to the next stage, and that's the way it's like a production line. And if you can start at the bottom and teach them correctly from the bottom, then by the time they get to international level, that makes the job very much easier for the top coaches. But the most important thing for me is that these girls enjoy it. They play the game and enjoy the game, because that's what it is. It's a game. And to me, if they can improve, great. And it doesn't matter if they're the best player in Sierra Leone or the worst. I treat them all the same, and they give up their time to play cricket, and myself and like this coach gentleman here, we give up our time to help them. And it's if I don't know how long I'm going to be here, I don't put a time scale on anything anymore, but I hope while I'm here I can help here in some small way, and if the players enjoy it and they do well, even better. What I would ideally like to see is them to get into the first division. That's the most important thing. Take them up to the next stage. Okay, they might not be good enough. We don't know that, but there's only one way to find out.
Krap Jonas is optimistic about the future of cricket in Sierra Leone and is committed to making a positive impact during his time in the country. He hopes that by working together with local stakeholders and cricketing authorities, he can help elevate the sport to new heights and create a sustainable pathway for success. He also praised the association for the warm welcome and the strive they are undertaking in order to see that the game of cricket is improved in the West African nation. For Star Sports News in Freetown, George Elliott Sam reporting.